Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your source for gaming, tech, emulation, and open source news. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off talking about Garrys Mod. For those who may not be aware, Garrys Mod stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano. And this is a highly popular physics sandbox game over on Steam. Now, for people who currently play Garrys Mod, this may be considered extremely bad news. The post is up over on Steam, and it says Nintendo stuff on Steam Workshop. We're working on removing all Nintendo-related stuff from the Steam Workshop. They go on to say, some of you may have noticed that certain Nintendo-related Workshop items have been recently taken down. This is not a mistake. The takedowns came from Nintendo. Honestly, this is fair enough. This is Nintendo's content, and what they allow and don't allow is up to them. They don't want you playing with that stuff in Garrys Mod. That's their decision. We have to respect that and take down as much as we can. This is an ongoing process, as we have 20 years of uploads to go through. If you want to help us by deleting your Nintendo-related uploads and never uploading them again, that would help us a lot. So if you haven't guessed already, it appears that Nintendo issued a DMCA to Garrys Mod. In fact, here is Garry himself. And he says, I've been assured that the takedowns have been verified by Nintendo as legit. So this will now continue as planned. Sorry. Currently on Steam, Garrys Mod has an overwhelmingly positive review score with over 912,000 reviews. And I'm wondering if this DMCA is possibly going to affect the review score. So let me know if you play Garrys Mod and let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments below. Honestly, here I'm beginning to wonder if Nintendo spends more money on lawyers than they do game development. And speaking about Nintendo, next up we're talking about a prototype for The Legend of Zelda on the NES. And here is the tweet. The Legend of Zelda prototype labeled NOA copy 2.23.87 has been released. There's a difference in binaries, which may mean there's a difference in the game. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of information regarding the differences in this prototype. The only thing we've got so far is when you exit a cave, Link remains under the ground at his last position for 1 frame before teleporting to the cave entrance. However, I'm certain as time goes on, people are going to dig into this and really find out the differences. Moving on, and we're shifting from Nintendo to Sega, and this is something you might be excited about. There's a brand new fan game out called Dr. Robotniks Ring Racers. They say thousands of hours of work have accumulated in this completely free fan-made Sonic-themed kart racer. We hope it will be enjoyed for years to come. If you wanted to see the game in action, Video Game Esoterica has you covered with an almost 10-minute video. I'll drop a link to it in the description below. And if you wanted to learn more about the project itself, you can head right over to the GitHub. I'll drop a link to it in the description below. It appears it's available for PC. Next up, we're talking about Ubuntu, and Ubuntu 24.04 LTS Noble Numbat has just dropped. So for those who may be unaware, LTS has a couple of definitions. One of those is long-term support, and you can probably guess what the other one is. And they say here it's supported for at least 12 years. But it is worth pointing out that 12 years is partially paid. The first 5 years are 100% free, and after that requires a pro subscription. Ubuntu 24.04 LTS has a 6.8 kernel inside of it and a whole bunch of brand new features, improvements, and optimizations. It is free, it is kind of open source, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below. Next up, we're talking about System 76, and today System 76 unveiled their brand new Darter Pro. And this laptop has me extremely interested. From what I can see here, there's a brand new shell, and there are a few different flavors available. They've got the Ultra 5 125H and the Ultra 7 155H, and you can get this in either 14-inch or 16-inch. The screen on this is 1920 by 1200, 16 by 10. As someone who likes to be out and about and who values portability, I was previously interested in the Lemur Pro. The big difference between the Lemur Pro and the Darter Pro is the CPU. The Lemur Pro goes with the U-Series CPU to get a lot of battery life here. They say up to 14 hours. The Darter has the H series, which is geared a little bit more towards performance, which means better for gaming. Unfortunately, I don't have a price for this one just yet, but you bet I'm probably going to check it out. I'm a big fan of System 76. I like what they're doing in the Linux community. I like Pop! OS. I like laptops that are purpose-built for Linux. And I love the fact that they support the right to repair. They try to make these as repairable as possible. And speaking about Linux devices, next up we're talking about the Steam Deck, and SteamOS 3.5.19 has just been released. This is a real small update. They say fixed an issue causing no sound output in games that open and close audio devices quickly, like Super Blood Hockey, and stability and security improvements. That seems like a Nintendo line. And on a side note here, Fallout 4 just posted its next-gen update notes. If we take a look, there's a whole bunch of bug fixes, some brand new features, including the fact that it's now Steam Deck verified. Next up, we're quickly talking about Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and this game after 10 years is finally available on PC. Unfortunately though, it's only on the Microsoft Store. I've got no word if this is going to be a timed exclusive or if it's ever going to make its way to Steam. I would like to think so, but who knows. Next up, we're talking about Nintendo 3DS emulation on Android with Citra Enhanced. Now, Lemonade had been previously shut down and Citra Enhanced is now back active again. The same developer behind Lemonade 3DS is now working again on Citra Enhanced. So Gamer64 says, "Hello everyone, after all of the drama and the death of the Lemonade team, I'm continuing my work on Citra Enhanced. I'm going to be strict with the project and the GPL. Any helper or pull request is welcome, but I'll close it or kick the guy as long as it breaks the GPL. Discord chat will be more restricted after all the trolling we got. And because I work alone now, releases will take more time." Next up, if you're in the States, I would argue that this is good news. The FCC has voted to restore net neutrality, reversing ruling from 2017. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know the intricacies of the FCC nor American internet regulations. But at the same time, I would argue that it's probably a good thing that an ISP can't block or throttle or control what you're doing on the internet. And last up here, we're talking about emulation on iOS with Delta, and Delta just got a brand new update. Now, I wouldn't say this is a massive update by any stretch of the imagination, but at the same time, they're still working on it and still making it better. So at the time of filming here, version 1.5.2 is the latest update. They've got some fixes here, including fixing minor AirPlay message layout issues. And it now pre-fills the game database search bar with the game name. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. She's actually cuddling with Mrs. Sujano right now. I talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.